Yo, what's up guys? Yeah, PokeaimMD here with the next part of the UU Road 2 Top 10. It's pretty early in the morning, 5:46 a.m. Just been chilling and calling my boys, talking and whatnot. And I'm definitely tired, but I figured, alright, if I'm up, it's going to be tough for me to wake up. I want to record. Let me record now, edit this, get this up, and then sleep in a little bit, then wake up, play my Tory game, stream and whatnot, and get all the stuff I gotta do done before I can leave, you know. So we got a team by Swag YOLO. It is Auroraville offense. I love this, bros. I'm gonna be using this in Little Cup too if it's possible. Even PU, I'll use Alolan Vulpix if possible. I actually love Auroraville offense, but we got this really very greedy what has his Amistar right here. We got Stealth Rock Spike, T-Spike, and Scald. Look at all these great moves in the game. Oof. PokeaimMD, Xurkitree, which put in a lot of work last time I used it in episode 1. So I'm very excited to be using this again with Tail Glow. SD, Mega Absol, Nasty Plot, Life Orb, 3 attacks, Mismagius, and Defiant Tornadus with Bulk Up. Defiant is really nice for defog and whatnot. So let's go ahead and look for a game. Hopefully we can get some good ones. Hoping to get a nice little fast-paced live, which is why I am using offense. And again, if you guys want to use a team alongside me, you can. Link to it is down below. So, I actually want to T-Spike up immediately because I am Mental Herb. I don't mind. I also should be able to live one close comment from this guy. Unless he's banded, of course. I don't want to go directly to this Magus. I'm actually going to go for T-Spike right here. Yep. I knew I'd be able to live at least one. And I am going to be able to get a nice little T-Spike right there. So I could switch out into my Mismagius, but I actually want to make the Tornadus switch because if he doubles into Crocodile and gets off the Intimidate, I get my Defiant boost. And I don't want him trying to trap my Mismagius right away, since it puts in a lot of work versus him. So goes to that close combat. That looks to be potentially Scarf, I want to say, and I do not see a knockoff switching at all. If he goes Blastoise, it takes the poison and whatnot. I suppose he could go out into Azelf, which is something that I'm expecting him to go out into, so I can knock the thing off. I guess Cobalion could come out, but Acrobatics would have obviously been better here since it would have done so much to Blastoise. But that much I don't mind. I can definitely see SD Absol putting in work. I don't know, it's going to be a little annoying because Cobalion is a giant threat, which is why I have to keep this mon alive. And we're going to go Amistar here. If he Rapid Spins, great play on my opponent's part, but I expect him to Dark Pulse / Scald. As he goes right for the Rapid Spin. So that's completely fine. Getting the poison off on Blastoise is nice anyway. I'm going to attempt to go for Stealth Rock here, just in case I'm randomly faster. I am nice. That's the perks of being max speed Amistar. And what I'm going to do is get rid of Swift Swim and put Weak Armor. I would have been able to get up more hazards, but we're able to get up Stealth Rock, which is pretty cool. I can now go out to Mismagius and just go right for the Shadow Ball. That should be able to knock him out, as well as hitting Crocodile, I'm assuming. Though I want to go for Thunderbolt, though, just in case, because if he was slower than me, he's definitely really bulky. So I don't want to risk Shadow Ball knocking him out. So my rocks are here to stay. I'll be able to pressure Azelf and whatnot. As Crocodile does come out, if he pursuits me, I get in Ninetales anyway and get up my Veil. So I'll allow him to knock me off. I'll definitely allow him to knock me off. Because even with that Moxie boost, I'm not worried at all. As I can now just go right on into Ninetales and get up the Veil. Let me just get at this nice little Aurora Veil. If he wants to go for knockoff again, that's fine. It's already confirmed choice Scarf. I didn't want to switch out. This is actually the biggest threat, so if he did stay in, that would be a misplay in my opinion, so I'm glad he didn't. Because like I said, that would be a pretty big misplay, considering if I knock that thing out, PokeaimMD, Xurkitree puts in so much work. So, ends up going out into Cobalion. We're just going to go for the HP Fire. Get off as much damage as possible. Did absolutely nothing, though. But this is another thing that's stopping my Absol, so I don't mind losing my Ninetales to trade this thing for Cobalion. As you can see, Hail is going to be able to knock him out. It is going to be a double down, but I do have the Aurora Veil, which is going to be helping me so much in this game. And I can now go out into something like Absol immediately. I think that's the best play. Like if he goes Crocodile, I can just knock it off. He could go Infernic and go for close combat, but I do have Tornadus under a Veil. And mainly I want to prevent Azelf from setting up some type of hazard. Plus this is really good versus something like Raikou or, I don't know, Infernic in general. We're just going to Mega Evolve and click Knockoff. It will be a speed type, but like I said, I do survive everything one hit. And I really just want him to go Crocodile, man. I really want him to allow me to knock him off. That way I can set up with my Xurkitree, because this is going to be tough. And this is definitely just a tough matchup in general, not having an electric resist. Obviously winning the speed tie is really nice for me too. Right there. Unfortunately my opponent does crit me, but this might be my opportunity to set up. This might be my opportunity to set up. Yeah, I'm just going to go for my Z move. I'm going right for my Z move. Because I do have a few more turns of Veil, so I can definitely at least set up, and I should be able to take one Earthquake. And even if I miss this, that's fine. Just because I get the speed, obviously. And again, I am going to be able to knock him out right now with Energy Ball, which will give me a boost as well. And I think Energy Ball is just my best play because it also hits Crocodile. Crocodile only knocks me out as well with Earthquake. So we're able to get this boost, which will allow us to knock out Azelf with Energy Ball. I'm pretty sure. If he goes Infernape, I'm thinking, let me just calc the Energy Ball knocks this guy out. I'm pretty sure it does. It's 670, it's 667 special attack. Calc. Xurkitree. +1. I don't want to assume that he's naive. I'm just going to put timid just to be safe. 83 to 98%. So this is a pretty decent roll in my favor if he is naive. I'm just going to go for Energy Ball because I don't want him doubling. I get the low roll. No! Because now he can go out into... Oh, he was Life Orb too. I should have just Thunderbolted. I was thinking now he can go out into his Crocodile if he wants to. But if I can just make it that he doesn't beat me with Knock Off, I can't. No, wait, I can. Because I can knock him off into Superpower. Can I? I'm thinking I can. Depends on how this next play goes out. Because he should Mach Punch here, right? Would he double into Crocodile? I'm not sure. I'm just going to Thunderbolt. Oh, he's just Scarf Flare, but that's game. So we lose the first one, unfortunately. I think Weak Armor would have done a lot, or done a little bit more for me. But we get another game versus a fatter team. Xurkitree's really good. Everybody's running Crocodile, though. We definitely want to lead off with Armor Star because we want to get up as many hazards as possible. Obviously, the Veil is really good in this game, too. But Armor Star is just pretty key, I think. Just getting up Stealth Rock and Spike. I need to be very careful around Crocodile. Crocodile's a giant threat to this team, especially because it does outspeed my Xurkitree. I should have Thunderbolted the Azelf, but I think it still would have came down to... Because what I was thinking was Energy Ball would be my best play because if it knocks out Azelf, it also covers the double. But again, Timid... Can't really... I mean, it was a lower roll, but it was still a roll nonetheless. Like, I could have Thunderbolted and knocked him out. But yeah, if he doubled back out, I would obviously get the KO there. And basically, if I did knock him out with Thunderbolt, then I was out of range of either Earthquake from from Crocodile or the other attack. But I think Flare Blitz might have slept anyway. I'm not sure. Wait. Well, we just got back the points that we lost, so that's cool. A man said he's not ready. He definitely had a great matchup, too. Had a Poison type to absorb T-Spike. Like this guy, for example, doesn't have a Poison type. So, really, really nice T-Spikes. Let me actually show our rank in UU. We are 1306, 16 and 4. So again, Amistar is great. I like T-Spikes a lot better than I like anything else, wearing down pretty much everything on his team. Gliscor is a threat if it does have Taunt, so I'm actually just going to go right for Scald. I don't want him taunting me. If he goes for Earthquake, that's fine. Especially if I burn this guy. He decides to go for Stealth Rock in the face of a water type like that commonly carries Ice Beam, so I burn him. And I will take that 100% of the time. We're just going to get up our Stealth Rock here. We do have the Mental Herb. That doesn't matter. If he goes for Earthquake, I get my Weak Armor. I'll be able to get up Stealth Rock, Spike, and whatnot versus him, as he does opt to go Chestnut. So he's going to get up the exact same thing. Chestnut's the only thing stopping Absol from winning. Same thing with Cobalion. But I want up as many hazards as possible versus this guy. Obviously, he's thinking the exact same thing. You know, I want T-Spike up too. Hold up. I'm getting them all up. You get up a double layer too. You got that Porygon, that fat Porygon in the back. Give me it all. He just loses to Xurkitree, by the way. So I don't care how many hazards he gets up. Like, Xurkitree destroys him. Because he's the type of player that doesn't have... I don't even know if I get up all 3 layers of Spike yet. Yo, straight up. Alright, alright. Thank God it says the count right there. There are way too many hazards on the field. So I don't see a reason not to go out into my Ninetales now and set up the Aurora Veil and then proceed to just HP Fire and whatnot. So we get up this Veil. He can stay in if he wants to. He can switch out. I don't care. Chestnut being weakened. The fact that Xurkitree cannot be paralyzed because it is an electric type. I get off a Z Hypnosis on something, and I believe that I tail glow up and just win the game. Cobalion ends up coming out, which is nice because with that hazard support and the hail, we already saw that I do 2-hit KO with the HP fire, and I am faster. So if he wants to start up, he needs to go for the speed boosting one, Rock Polish, before Swords Dancing, because like I said, I do 2-hit KO him. Yeah, Iron Head is a fine play as well. What Mon prevents? Actually, this is the only thing that I was worried about with this Mon, so I'll definitely take my Tornadus right here because I can go right for Acrobatics and just get the kill. Could probably also bulk up, to be honest. Maybe that's the play. I'm gonna go for bulk up. Trying to get big out here. I did nothing. Hold on. Wait. Let me give myself another one. Get a little bit big, Tornadus. What you doing? What you trying to do? Get a little bit big. Because he has nothing on his team that's faster than this Mon. Nothing at all. So, we are big. That boy is... What are you doing, bro? No. Not in front of me, bro. Not in front... Cobalion don't even learn Quick Attack. Get out of here. Boy about to drop... Actually, I should have clicked Knockoff there, to be honest. But yeah. So, my Tornadus is +2/+2 behind Aurora Veil. I think everything dies. I superpower to knock out Porygon. I 100% superpower to knock this thing out. This thing will definitely die. After them hazards are broken. Them hazards are broken. So let's go ahead and get this kill. And all I gotta do is Acro everything and then Thunderbolt it with Xurkitree. So all good. Yep. Nice. Defiant should make it that when you get the fence drops, you also get the raise. Call it contrary. Tornadus putting in some work. Nice. That's what I like to see. So 2 wins immediately back to back. I don't know why that second guy was scared, but 2 wins immediately back to back following a loss. So we automatically got those points back. That's great. And I do think that, I do think that weak armor is just the change to go. I definitely think it's the way. This Amistar's so greedy. Trying to get up as many hazards as possible. I like this team though. It's just pretty, especially because we're on the bottom of the ladder. I feel like going offensive is the way to go. Like just straight up offense is the way to go. I have a few other UU teams that are bulkier and whatnot, but racking up quick points, I really do think that's the best route right now. In my opinion anyway. Obviously you guys can let me know your thoughts down below, and of course if you guys are enjoying the UU Road to Top 10, feel free to leave a like. I'd love if this could hit somewhere near 2,000 likes. That'd be awesome. It's okay if it doesn't either way, but yeah, that'd be sick. There was one thing else I wanted to add. I'll talk about that when I remember it. Anyway, T-Spikes are huge versus this guy. Swift Swim would have been nice as well in this game, but yeah, T-Sparks are huge. How do I not lose to Xurkitree? I got Sucker Punch. Alright, so we lead off with Amistar. We get up our T-Spike immediately. He leads Hawlucha. Do I just lose to this thing too? I'm gonna T-Spike up first. Oh nice, he goes for Drain Punch first. So I get up a T-Spike. I can also get up Rocks if I want to, but I don't think I can beat this. Let me just go for Scald. Like the potential of burning him with that. I even get a crit as he goes right for High Jump Kick just to knock me out. That's fine. I'm good with just a T-Spike, especially because Absol can come in and just Mega Evolve, especially after that crit, and just click Sucker Punch. I did not Mega Evolve, which was a misplay. I wanted to Mega Evolve, mainly because now it's going to be hard for me to Mega Evolve versus something like this. I don't think he'd play rough immediately. I think he'd Rain Dance first. Yeah, so at least I get the Mega off versus the Keys. We can go out into my Ninetales on the Play Rough and then, or Dazzling Gleam, whatever. I don't mind if he gets up the Veil, because I can just HP. I don't mind if he goes to that, because what I can do is HP Fire, and then I think Freeze Dry on his switch. He could get up Spikes, but I don't care. I'm going to Freeze Dry, just in case he tries to go out into something like Swampert or whatnot. He's just going for Dazzling Gleam. I actually think he might Spike here, so I'm going to make the aggressive Absol play, because we are running offense, so why not? Oh, he Thunder Waves himself. I'll take that. I will definitely take that. And what we can proceed to do is go Ninetales, and because he is paralyzed now, I can potentially try and get up the Aurora Veil. Because he is paralyzed, I'm going to attempt to get up the Aurora Veil. If I'm able to do it, great. If I'm not, that's fine. But he doesn't, and oh, he lets me do it. Nice. That is what I like to see. That is what I like to see. We're just gonna go Xurkitree and try and set up. I think that's the play. And I don't want to risk Z-Tail going. I'm actually just going to Thunderbolt immediately. I'm going to Thunderbolt immediately because if he gets full paralyzed, as he does, I don't have to waste it on getting a speed boost. I can just knock him out with Thunderbolt, and then I can just Energy Ball something like Swampert. Basically, I prevented the hazard setup. Tornadus comes out. I'm just going to Thunderbolt and knock that guy out as well. Swampert can come out, but we do have Ninetales just to prevent him from setting up and whatnot. Yep, we do have Ninetales to prevent the rain from being there. Getting rid of Swampert as well as threatening it with the... not only do we have Aurora Veil, I'm not sure if we live. I don't think we live any hit. It's Mega Swampert. Yeah, I don't think that could matter at all. I really don't. But, yeah, the para has definitely mattered. But, I mean, I made the play that put me in a position to put me there. Basically is what I'm trying to say. And we can just Energy Ball this. And then I should be good versus Kingdra. I should also be good versus Xurkitree. All I got to do is get off an attack. Kingdra will... I don't think you live this, bro. Yeah, this is Xurkitree at +1. And now Xurkitree at +2 does knock out opposing Xurkitree with the Energy Ball. And even if I don't and he gets off a Z Hypnosis or whatnot, the poison will be racking against him. Or racking up against him. But I end up winning a speed tie there, and my Xurkitree is able to come through. Nice, 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 nice. Let's keep going. Let us keep going. This is a fast live, and I'm definitely enjoying this. We're getting a bunch of games. It's going by really quickly. What is that? 3-1 now? Maybe, yeah, something like 3-1. And it's not the number of games that matter or any of that, but it's the fact that I'm just getting points. I love it, especially because I'm so tired right now. I am so tired, but I mean, like. For 7 years on YouTube, I've been recording late at night. I think my first narration was like at 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know, something like that. Something crazy like that. Lucario could be a lead. I would lead Lucario versus me. Lucario or actually Absol is something I would lead versus me. I think I'm going to lead off with Tornadus because it matches up decently versus... yeah, it matches up well versus Lucario. And... I'm gonna bulk up first because it's Scarf Lucario. Well, that's good. Well, that's good to know. That's good information. That's actually a threat. He's super weak to Xurkitree though, so we're gonna go directly into my Ninetales because we can set up the Veil. And if he wants to defog away the Veil with his Empoleon, I can then go Tornadus. I'll go hard Tornadus. So we're gonna get that Veil right now. As he does, go Empoleon. And again, if he wants to defog that Veil away, I go Torn. I get the boost and I knock him out with Super Power. I could Acro as well, but because he has Scarf Lucario, I'm not sure. But yeah, like, go ahead and give me this boost. Go ahead and give me that attack raise. I would Acro here because he could go Crobat very well, but I do have Amistar to threaten that. So I'm just going to go right for Super Power, yep. I don't want to risk predicting, especially because like Scarf Lucario already threw me off completely. So I'm not sure what type of team this is. So Absol comes out. Giant threat, giant threat, giant threat, giant threat, giant threat. Wow. Giant threat. We're gonna go Amistar because he'll give me a boost by hitting me, and I can just oh, he goes for Play Rough too, so it does he gets me, so I guess it does the exact same amount that Knockoff probably would have done. A little bit less actually. And we can just go for Scald here. Get a nice little boost of Scald. I get a crit right back, so that's a little bit of immediate justice as he knocks me out there with Super Power. However, there is no way he's not knockoff Iron Head or Iron Tail. There's no way he's Iron Tail. He's definitely knockoff Sucker Punch. So I'm just going to get in my Ninetales, get up that Aurora Veil. Smart of him to actually go for the knockoff there because it does limit my turns. However, I can just go for Blizzard here. I don't care if he goes Lucario. It takes a bunch of damage anyway. If he goes for a Steel move, I get to set up. If he goes for Close Combat, that's fine. A Steel move lets my Xurkitree set up, which is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, so goes for that Iron Tail, but then I get to go out to Xurkitree. Though I don't want to set up just yet because he could go back out to Absol, and I don't want him Magic bouncing that to me. Yep. Nice. So I get the Absol play right. Like I said, I did not want him Magic bouncing the Z Hypnosis on me. As Sylveon does come out, and this is something I definitely have to try and go for Z Hypnosis versus. Please land, my friend. Ah, nice, nice. So we're able to get Xurkitree up here. The thing is, if he specs, it's a problem, so there's actually no point in me setting up. Because if he does get a first turn wake, which I'm pretty sure he will, yep, I felt it. I literally felt the first turn wake there happening. I actually felt it. Like, if he didn't get that, I don't know. If he was adamant Lucario, it's actually a little bit better for me, but we got to go out to Absol here. Knock him out with that nice little knockoff. I don't know if we win this game. It depends on how I outplay Lucario / Infernape. So if Lucario comes out, Infernape comes out, it's going to go for a fire move, right? It has to. I literally need this mon alive, but he has to go for a fire move. I need Tornadus alive too because it actually outspeeds. Alright, alright. Let me see if he can outplay this. Because he's going to go for fire move here. He goes for Focus Blast. Okay, that's fine. That's better for me. I want a Thunderbolt here because it hits Crobat, but it also should put Infernape in range of I gotta make it so you can't spam close combat. That's impossible though. There's no way Vacuum Wave knocks out Tornadus at the range it's at, right? I don't think so. I don't think there's a way that Vacuum Wave knocks it out, but Vacuum Wave into U-turn should be able to knock him out. Alright, so he didn't go for it. Nice. So if he wants to go out into a Lucario, he has to knock me out with close combat, which means that Sucker Punch should be able to kill. And then the play from there is, do I SD up, expecting... Oh, he has high jump kick. Alright, so I think I have to go for SD. I have to go for SD. Sucker Punch doesn't kill. Yeah, he wins. Good game. Alright, so a few turns that could have gone better for me, obviously. Sylveon not getting a first turn wake, and me going for Tail Glow would have been better, but I don't know. I felt like when I hit Xeopnosis versus a Fattermon that threatens me, he would get the wake. Scarf Lucario definitely threw me off guard. Turn 1, if I just clicked Acrobatics / Superpower, I wouldn't have been swept by a Scarf Lucario. So that's something to keep in mind as we keep going. Surprised he has high jump kick over close combat, though. I would definitely go for accuracy over power most days of the week. As you can see, this team itself doesn't have any move that can miss, if I'm not mistaken, outside of Hypnosis. I think that's the only move that can miss, or Blizzard in... Hypnosis Iron Tail, or Blizzard in non-hail. So that's something to note. I feel like Nasty Plot Miss Magus has done nothing. Like, I understand it's a spin blocker, but it just hasn't done anything, man. Maybe that's just me, though. He could definitely lead off a Raikou or Scizor. If he leads off a Raikou, I'm in a bad situation. I'm gonna lead off with Armorstar though, because I think Scizor's a better lead versus me. As he leads Tentacruel, this is fine as well, because I can get up my Stealth Rock. He does get up a T-Spike, which is gonna be annoying versus me. I don't see him spinning when I do have Miss Magus though. Well, I guess he wants to spin. That's fine. You know what? I'm gonna get up this Spike right here, and I'm gonna get up this Stealth Rock. I haven't Miss Magus, but I guess we don't. What's a spin blocker? Yeah, there you go. Alright, so I get my Stealth Rock and Spike, which is what I need for Absol to put in some work. Suicune is definitely a problem for me, but we are going to go with Magus. I don't think he has knockoff. Acid Spray. Drop my special D. But we'll Nasty Plot up here, because I do live a Scald. And I also will be able to knock out Scizor with Shadow Ball if that comes in after. Nothing can... He actually goes Gliscor, which is great, because I don't think Gliscor can take a +2. I mean, if it's the death, maybe, but at 88%, I don't think so. And nothing takes +2 Shadow Ball, like besides the Pokemon that was actually in. So we're able to get rid of Gliscor. That is one of the Mons that stops Absol. Scizor can come out and click Bullet Punch if it wants to. I guess Raikou can come out as well and click Shadow Ball. Raiku's a giant threat, but with the hazard damage, it is in range of knockoff, though that is a speed tie. That is something I can risk. At this point, though, I actually click Thunderbolt with my Xurkitree and can set up and win potentially. So Raikou again is a giant threat. I want to just sack my Amistar. I guess he can Combine Up, but I think that Ninetales, I don't think he'd Combine Up when I'm Nasty Plot at +2. I think he'd just go right for something like Shadow Ball or Thunderbolt or something like that. And yeah, we'll just Scald here as he 2-hit KOs me with that. But I can get in my Ninetales now and get up the Veil, and we don't gotta worry about nothing, and Xurkitree is looking good to go. So get this nice little Aurora Veil. That's Specs. I don't know if that's specs or not, but we got up the Veil, and I don't see a reason not to click Freeze Dry since it hits Tentacruel, hits Haxorus, hits Suicune for super effective damage, as well as if Scizor comes out, and I knock it out with HP Fire after anyway. I don't think Tentacruel will be 2-hit KO'd by this. Oh, Jesus. My bad, Ninetales. You know there's going to be some sort of crazy roll, though. Like, you know he's at 34%. I just did a 42%, but I'm about to do 33. I feel it. Anyway, Ninetales might get his own little mini sweep here, especially with all the hazard damage racking up. Oh, and he goes Scizor too, so Scizor's going to be able to take that Freeze Dry and an HP Fire after? No way. And I get the Freeze as well? Oof. Ninetales, A-Drive? My boy? HP Fire knocking out Scizor. That is what I like to see. That is my boy Ninetales coming through. And with hazard damage up, it's looking good. It's looking really good. Especially because Suicune, if it's like the Protect variant, it doesn't matter because Freeze Dry does a ton anyway. Yeah, that did so much damage. Jesus. Ooh, a Tailwind. That is actually pretty cool. That is actually pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I don't want Absol getting burnt, and I think that it being in the background is really solid versus this guy's team. So we're actually just going to go for Z Hypnosis right here, try and get our speed boost, and mainly stall out the rest of his Tailwind turns. Thunderbolt at +1 should be able to knock out Haxorus. Suicune having Tailwind is a little bit concerning, but as you can see, Absol's knockoff, or Sucker Punch rather, can knock out, I believe, Raikou after hazard damage. It will be able to knock it out. Suicune goes down to knockoff. Haxorus after Thunderbolt dies to Sucker Punch. So it might be a little bit of outplaying needed here, and obviously having the poison on me is a little bit annoying as well. I would rather be burnt by Scald. But because I did go second, and because Tailwind is still up for 2 more turns, I'm actually going to use this turn and waste it to go for Tail Glow. I don't care if he switched out. It was mainly just to stall an extra turn of Tailwind, and if he went Haxorus, Haxorus would be forced to attack me and not being able to abuse that Tailwind. But looks like he stayed in, and that means that even if he wakes up here as he does, Tailwind goes down, I am still a +1 Xurkitree, and I get 2 more attacks off. I get 2 more attacks off, and Haxorus does go down to the +4 Thunderbolt. Unless it's Scarf Raikou, I'm good, and I will get 2 attacks off here. And he actually misplays if he goes Tentacle first, I think. Well, actually, no. He's good. He's good. He's good either way. Yeah, he's good either way. If he goes Haxorus first, I think that's a misplay. But goes out into Raikou, which will definitely die to Thunderbolt. There's no reason for me not to click it. This is Xurkitree. We are now +5 Xurkitree. Yeah, Xurkitree's so broken, man. I love this mon. I absolutely love this mon in the UU tier. Absolutely love this mon in the UU tier. We can just Thunderbolt here. Knock out the Tentacruel, get my +6 before I do go down to the Poison. I don't get my Beast Boost on Fort. That's fine. And now all we gotta do is go out to Miss Magius. With the Stealth Rock and Spike, I believe that Life Orb, Dazzling Gleam will be able to knock out Haxorus. If it doesn't, I mean, I have Sucker Punch in the back. Plus, he has to attack me anyway with, like, Earthquake, Levitate, Mold Breaker Earthquake, because it does hit my Levitate. But I believe that Life Orb, Dazzling Gleam will be able to knock him out. So there, I was talking a little bit about Miss Magius not really doing much, but I ended up pulling through in the end. Let's look for one more, since we're only at 28 minutes. Typically, I like to keep these, this is the wrong, keep these around 30. Okay, so we got the first guy. We got the first guy here. We're definitely going to lead off with Amistar. We are going to get up this T-Spike, and we are going to keep up this T-Spike. I'm going to tell you that right now. This T-Spike is staying up. Not like last time. This T-Spike is staying up. And I want my Stealth Rock up, too. It's all staying up. It don't matter what play he makes. It's Scarf Infernape and Scarf Crocodile. They're both issues. They're both huge issues. I don't even know if I can win. I'm going to lead off with Ninetales, actually. This time. At least Raikou, so I automatically get up the Veil. That's something I did not get last time, so I will definitely take this. I get up my Veil, I live a Specs Thunderbolt. I live every attack, and that's something I just was not able to at least do earlier on in the game. So we're able to get up a nice Aurora Veil there, and even weaken the Raikou. I'm just going to go hard Xurkitree right here, especially because I can set up on this thing now. I want to take advantage of the fact that he's Life Orb Azelf. I don't want him going Cobalion here. And I think that the earlier I set up, hey, I think that the earlier I set up, the easier it is for me to at least deal with this guy. Especially because Xurkitree is so strong versus him. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Especially because Xurkitree is just so strong versus him. You too. As it does, like I said, it covers that Cobalion double relatively well. And getting in Xurkitree now is so nice versus this. Definitely. So, I'm just going to Z Hypnosis as he goes for all-out pummeling. That won't be able to knock me out through the Veil. It does do a lot, though. I'm hoping we kind of land this. A little bit unfortunate that we didn't land that. I kind of want to just go for it again. Though weakening this thing would be really good for Absol. If he does go Crocodile, like landing a Hypnosis would be really nice. I could see him just sacking this, though. I'm just going to Thunderbolt. And this is really why I wanted to go for this again, because I felt like in the long run of things, if I wasn't scared about it missing, I'd be in such a better situation. But because I'm a Z move mon, I expect him not to go for knock. Wow, that would not have been able to knock out Crocodile. Actually, at 22%, maybe. Maybe, I'm not sure. Would you go out into Cobalion here? You'd probably go like Raikou or something, right? I don't match up well versus that mon at all. I really don't match up well versus this. Like, I don't match up well at all versus this guy. I don't see a win con. Raikou's a giant threat, and the double Scarfer is too good versus me. We'll double out to Amistar because it at least can take a hit from Cobalion. He goes Blastoise too. Like, that's what he made last time. That's the play he made last time too. Like, there's just too many conditions that I need to win this game. I think T-Spike being up is one of them. Obviously. And we live the Aurora Veil, which is pretty cool. I'm just going to Scald. If he wants to spin, that's fine. I'm going to attempt to get up a T-Spike after. And potentially burning Blastoise and wearing it down would be nice. Yeah, again, my Amistar is going to be faster either way, so I can get up a T-Spike again. If he wants to knock me out, that's fine. Obviously, the Veil, again, is an issue. But I'm going to attempt to get up this T-Spike. As he just Dark Pulses to finish me off. And what I can do now is go out to Xurkitree. And I think I really want to go for Hypnosis, but, like, he's going to stay in. There's no way he goes Cobalion. He goes Crocodile, if anything, but we're going to Thunderbolt here. If he goes Crocodile and I Energy Ball, I knock him out, which is why I want to go for Hypnosis, but obviously the T-Spike is up, so like I'm thinking he would stay in or go something like Cobalion, which can take one Thunderbolt. But if Cobalion takes the hit, then I'm good. Like, if anything, if I'm gonna win with any mon, it has to be Absol, which is why I really wish that I hit that Hypnosis versus Cobalion, because it wouldn't be a threat. But he stays in with Blastoise, so I do at least keep up this T-Spike. Nice, 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 nice. Cobalion does come out and it can go for close combat just to knock me out. I'm just going to Thunderbolt. Goes for Iron Head. What if that didn't knock me out? And I really want my Veil again. I think that's at least crucial to potentially do something with Absol. So we are going to get up this Veil. I will go down to any attack he goes for. He could SD, I suppose, too. Yeah, but this allows me to at least hit him with, he's probably Dual Dance, but my Tornadus lives one hit anyway, and HP Fire does put him in range of Acrobatics. He actually opts to go attack me right there with Iron Head. So we're able to weaken the Cobalion, but again, he does have Scarf, Infernape, and Crocodile. So I'm not in the best of situations at all, especially because he also has Raikou in the back. But Acrobatics should be able to knock out Cobalion at 36%. Yep, don't have an item or anything. I don't know, it's going to be really tough. If he goes Raikou, I have to go hard Mismagius. Goes Azelf, which I can just knock off and knock out. I definitely live one hit. Yep, so we knock out Azelf. I mean, not that I was going to do anything either way. But I think it's still... I don't know. I don't see how I win this game. Maybe if he chokes or something. Goes Infernape and goes for like Fire Blast here as opposed to going Raikou and just clicking Thunderbolt. Something like that. Like, I can see that being a choke. Basically, if he goes Infernape, goes for Fire Blast and misses. Yeah, he does go Raikou, which is his best all-around play. I'm just going to click Super Power here. I don't want him Calm Minding up. He can sub up all he wants. He's already in range of the knockoff from my Absol, which is why I'm not going for knockoff of my own. Yeah, you're still gonna die. You are still going to die, my friend. I believe I still can knock you out. Break your sub, yep. That's basically the whole point of this, so I can break his sub. Maybe I can win. Okay, there's some potential now, because I was able to break Raiku's sub every single time. So, he's going to be able to knock me out, though he does stall out my Veil. It's going to be that T-Spike that's going to be the difference between winning and losing, I think. We have to Mega Evolve and just click Sucker Punch, too. Don't want to risk a speed tie with Raikou at all. So I think that T-Spike might be the difference between the winning and losing. I kind of wish we had Superpower. Iron Tail hasn't done crap for me this entire time. I'm changing it to Superpower. I might just get one more after this too. I'm changing it to Superpower because I want to do some change. I want to try and win. So in front it comes out. It has to go for a fire move here, right? And I just die. Yeah, that's game. That is 100% game. This team just beats me down easily. Double Scarfer is like destroys this. I'm getting one more. Maybe he'll choke. Yeah, Double Scarfer just destroys this team. I love how I lost twice to the same team. But Raikou plus Double Scarfer, I don't like Iron Tail on Absol. I prefer Superpower because I can actually set up when there's a Cobalion. Like, how many games did I hesitate to set up because Cobalion was there? So we're 19-6. Veil offense versus Veil offense. That's fun. Alright, so we'll lead off with my Ninetales, and we'll just trade the Veil. If he leads something like Hoopa, I mean, again, I live over here and I can get up my Veil. So just Aurora Veil right here. If he sub, it don't matter. Shadow Ball ain't gonna do crap to me anyway. Yeah. So not like I have a switch into this mon. This is where actually having Iron Tail would be decent. We're just going to Blizzard here. Do as much damage as possible. I don't actually need this mon for anything at all. Weakening Hoopa means I get to get up my... Maybe getting my Armor Star, actually. We're going to Blizzard again. As he does go Ninetales. I do live a Freeze Dry, and though Darmanitan is a giant threat, I really, really, really need up rocks. I desperately need up rocks. That way I can Sucker Punch, beat him down. So I live the Freeze Dry. He can get up the Veil, yeah, but my Sucker Punch, I do live one Freeze Dry, which I said like 30 times, but my Sucker Punch does beat him. I live multiple Freeze Dries, and he freezes me with the Freeze Dry, man. I would have gotten rocks and everything. Alright, so thankfully Scald does thaw, but it's just annoying because I just lost a few turns. So best case scenario, I burn him back here. But yeah, I don't get up T-Spike and my Stealth Rock, which is not what I wanted. Like, I wanted both, obviously. But at least I get up my Stealth Rock here. Like, if I got up the T-Spike, I also pressured the, thank you, man. I also pressured the, Darmanitan, the Gardevoir, like Cloyster mainly. I think Cloyster's a huge one that I pressure. So I'm hoping he doesn't freeze me. You know, I'm gonna make this a longer one. I wasn't gonna make this that long. I was gonna end it, but I've lost about a bunch of points. Don't freeze me. Thanks. Get up my rocks here. Veil about to end anyway, so I'm gonna set up my Veil again. I think I'm my T-Spike just in case that's possible. Nope. Alright, so his Veil is up, but I can get up my... I'm gonna attempt to win a speed tie and get up my Veil. Let's see if this is possible. Come on, buddy. Win this tie. Win this tie. It don't matter if we win the tie if we live the hit. Man, Ninetales is so weak. We'll just Blizzard here. Covers most switch-ins. His Veil is going to end soon. And he actually switches out too into Aerodactyl, so that's amazing. Because that's one thing I could have stuck in a Sucker Punch. And also another, one thing that's actually faster than my... Are you going to defog? Because I will get up the Veil again. Let's get some rocks. Alright, that's fine. Ideally, like he's going to go out to Ninetales here and set up the Veil, but ideally I go Xurkitree and I hit my Z-Hypnosis and I win. Goes Darmanitan, which is, I guess, better for me in a sense because he gets to weaken it. He can go for U-turn as well. Oh, he lets me weaken it nice with Blizzard, and I even get a crit. What is that, Z-Sunny Day? Yep. Only set that actually mattered. I'm going for Blizzard again. Yeah, the only set that actually would have mattered. But I can go out into my Absol and just click Sucker Punch, and then I have Superpower as well, so I'm not worried about Cloyster, thankfully. Just click that Sucker Punch. If he wants to outplay me for all my Sucker Punches, go for it. Just straight up go for it. Yo, Z Sunny Day fire types are legit. I got beat down by Z Sunny Day Entei. Well, I mean, my team had 0 fire. My fire resist was a lead Primarina. Like, actually, but... goes out to Ninetales, which is his best play, and I can just knock that thing out with Superpower. No I cannot. I actually cannot. If I knock him out with Superpower, Cloyster gets to set up, so I have to actually allow him to get the Veil, unfortunately. The good thing is, though, Xurkitree again destroys him. So I had to make this play, that way I didn't allow him to set up. Like, if he has Hypnosis, he sets up anyway. That's only... Please don't you dare... Okay, about to say, don't you dare freeze me. Alright, and we land as well. So we get our speed and we land. And unfortunately, Aurora Veil is gone. But I had to make this play because Cloyster is legitimately the only mon that could set up. And under Veil too, it is actually the only mon that could set up. So we're able to get my +3. And let's see if Veil actually helps my opponent in this case. I'm sure Gardevoir will live a hit no matter what. But... I mean, now we're +4 Xurkitree. Get my Beast Boost. Obviously, Veil is going to have it. And I know Gardevoir for a fact is going to eat this. Oh, we trust the Beast Boost. Our boy's boosting. Oh my god, no. Gardevoir did not eat. I'm sorry. Gardevoir did not eat. If Gardevoir didn't eat, there's nothing on his team that eats. My bad, Xurkitree. Do not mean to disrespect you. I had to make the Xurkitree play there. I'm trying to let you guys understand. Like, I could have superpowered and knocked out Ninetales, but that meant if he was Shell Smash Cloyster, I lost. I should have lost. This is, of course, assuming Knockoff didn't knock out Ninetales, which I'm pretty sure it didn't. But we are now +5 Xurkitree, and we are coming... I love this mon so much. We are coming through. I'm going to start looking for another game because this game is over. Like, I'm actually just going to start looking for another game because this game is straight up over. So we got another one. Versus Rain. T-Spike are really good in this game. So I want to lead off with that user. Especially because he can't taunt me. Get him my T-Spike. I have Mental Herb, so I do not care. Get up that young T-Spike. Hello! And you know what? I might as well get him my Stealth Rock. If that's possible. Good man. I wish I had a better team. Oh, thank you, man. Okay. Appreciate that, bro. So I don't care if he taunts me again. Like, show me your Ninetales switching for one. Obviously Primarina. But, like, show me your best Ninetales switching is what I'm trying to say. Like, I will click Freeze Dry first, actually, over... Yeah, I don't care about that. Like, you don't have a Ninetales switching at all. I'm clicking Blizzard, man. Screw it. Yeah, get this Gliscor out of here. One of the threats for Absol gone. Obviously, the Hail is a threat or whatnot. Tornadus is also a threat as well. But we'll go out into Amistar here and just start setting up Stealth Rock and whatnot. He's going to go for Rain Dance. Yeah. But we can set up our Stealth Rock. Guess he could have Taunt or Focus Blast. I'm thinking usually either U-Turn Hurricane. It could be Taunt. Actually, there's a lot he could do. But he decides to go for the move that confuses me. But we do get up our Stealth Rock. Nice, 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 nice. Let me get up a Spike here too if that's possible. Can you switch? Please? What if I was... This is where Swift Swing would actually be cool. He poisoned me too. This boy confused and poisoned me. No. This is not okay. I was Scald here. And he just showed his entire moveset. Okay, I appreciate you, bro. That's clean. You can't touch Xurkitree, though. I'm going to Z Hypnosis right now, just because I at least get the speed to... oh, and we land as well, so I might be able to just win right here, assuming he wants to misplay and go hard into Swampert. I'm going to Energy Ball. I'm going to try and read that play, just based on, like, how he dealt with Amistar. I'm assuming he's going to try and go hard Swampert. And Tornadus Asleep is not a threat. In fact, even if he stays in, I'm wasting more turns of Rain, and Xurkitree just wins that much easier. So I don't mind if he actually goes, like, if he goes Swampert or... Yep, went hard Swampert, so that will go down to Energy Ball. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Giant Threat just straight up blown away. And Kingdra can come out. He actually goes Xurkitree first, surprisingly. Not sure why. I'm just going to Energy Ball you for 10 million damage. You can go for Xeopnosis too. You gotta land that and you die to 2 turns. So, and he missed as well. On top of that, he has to hit. He has to win a speed tie right here. Let's see if he misses out in the speed tie. Yep. So he loses because I am now a +2 circuitry. Rain is gone. His Prankstermon has not burnt any turns of sleep at all. So he will not wake up. We are +3. The game is ours. Circuitry is here. Let me go ahead and look for another one. Because we're just getting some fast games, so I might as well, you know, keep looking. Though if I do get that same dude that beat me twice, I don't think my team matches up well versus his team at all. I can make a Scarf Tornadus for that, in that case. Maybe that would be the wave. I don't know. I will need Almastar though, because again, Mental Herb and whatnot. And we are going to be able to knock out the Primarina, and that will be game. Nice. So I actually like Stealth Rock first. Tricks me at Choice Specs. Okay. I'll take it. Whatever. That's fine. I'm going to go hard Azelf here. Oh, excuse me. Absol. You. Because I thought the Psychic move would come out. Yep. And what I want to do is just Mega Evolve and click Sucker Punch. Hell no, I'm not risking no Dazzling Gleam. I don't care if you go Gliscor. I really don't care what play you make, bro. There is no way I'm risking a Dazzling Gleam. Especially because the T-Spike up is really nice versus this guy, too. So what I will do is actually go out to my Almastar because he gave me a Choice Specs and I do have Weak Armor. I threaten him. T-Spike is very good because it wears down Goodra. Hey, I am now faster than me. I'm now faster. So I can see him going Seismitoad here. This guy is a really cool team. He just switches. He just decides to go for the Protect there. And T-Spike, 1 layer I think is good. Or fine, rather. Mainly because it wears down Goodra quicker. And we can just go hard Ninetales here. Hard Ninetales. Get up that Veil. As we tank Earthquake. And we can get up this Veil. He could have Defog Scizor, I suppose. Let's see if he has Defog Scizor. I feel like based on the nature of his team and whatnot, he has Defog Scizor. It's funny because Ninetales actually puts in a lot of work. Yeah, we're leftovers. So, definitely Defog. Does nothing. He goes for Pursuit. Oh, this is way better for me because now he's going to Bullet Punch. You should 100% Bullet Punch. I'm going to go Almastar because we get the Weak Armor and we threaten him with Scald. Yeah, we get the Weak Armor, which makes us outspeed him. Threaten him with a Spec Scald. I don't care if he goes Seismitoad. I just want them poison. He can't go Gliscor on me because I'm Specs. He can't knock me out. So we knock out Scizor. He does still have Aerodactyl, I guess, as a potential defogger, but I'm faster. I'm actually faster, and I'm Specs. So that's pretty cool. When he goes Azelf too, so that gives me some a bit of leeway. I don't care if he gets up rocks. I don't care what move he goes for, and I'm burning him too. I just don't want him going for Dazzling Gleam. Yep. And wow, we end up living that plus poison, and we go down next turn, so that's so cool. I love that. We're going to be able to knock out Azelf there. And again, Xurkitree is just looking amazing right now, just naturally amazing. In fact, if I were him, I would go out to Aerodactyl because it does outspeed Ninetales. So that's why I'm actually going to go Xurkitree. Goes Gliscor. Because he already flung me, I can afford to go out to his Magius, and because I do have one more turn of Aurora Veil, I can also afford to Nasty Plot up, I feel. He could have Acrobatics. I'm thinking he definitely does have it, but he doesn't knock me out in 1 hit. We're just Nasty Plot up. +2, Miss Magius, putting in a little bit of work right here. Yep, there's the Acro. But show me your Life Orb Shadow Ball switch-ins. If you do show me Goodra, then yeah, Gliscor goes down. Great. So Energy Ball is looking good. I can also just spam Energy Ball plus Thunderbolt and do decently versus my opponent. But unfortunately, this monster comes out now. I can't let him set up, so I have to click Thunderbolt. Yeah, this thing's a monster. Does it just win? I think it just wins. I actually feel like I need Hail to weaken him. I'm gonna Blizzard here. Let him knock me out. I should calc. Because, yeah, Mega Aerodactyl is a giant. I don't know how to beat this mon. How do you beat this mon? How do I beat this mon with this team? 94 to 100. Sucker Punch does 48 to 70 something. Is he home clausing? Raising his accuracy. No. Okay. Still, Sucker Punch is still my best play. Has potential to kill him with the hazards and or with the hail, whatnot. I think I have to sack this. Jesus Christ, man. I lost. I felt like this game was... I guess I had to keep Amistar alive for Aerodactyl. Well, it depends on how certain things go down. Like, I can dodge Draco as well. If he goes Goodra. Actually, I think knockoff into Acrobatics knocks him out, and maybe I can dodge a Draco. So, knockoff into Acro should be able to knock him out. Goes for Sludge Wave first. And I believe we live every hit from Seismitoad, so I think it comes down to, do I 2-hit KO Seismitoad? Which I don't think that Tornadus can do. There's still potential, though. There's definitely still potential, especially because, well, actually, if he's offensive, no, there isn't a potential. Ooh, that is a 2-hit KO. Don't burn me, bro. Don't burn me. Let's go. Let's go. Tornadus coming through, man. I told you those hail turns would. I'm glad that I kept Tornadus alive over Xerxes because the Goodra was actually poisoned. Tornadus had the higher chance of winning since Xerxes could not Z-Hypnosis it. So if I had zacked Tornadus at that turn, I think Xerxes was also the play that made Aerodactyl stay in because had I gone Tornadus, Aerodactyl could have roosted potentially if it was like Stone Edge, Roost, Home Claws. Though I think it'd be Home Claws 3 attacks. I don't know. It could be Aqua Tail. Aqua Tail, which is better for Gliscor, obviously. So we'll look for one more game. Hopefully I don't get the dude who has the Raikou team that just wins versus me, because that team isn't very fun for me to play. Ah, nice. We got a game versus a Mamoswine user. Oh, that's fun. So Ninetales automatically, I think my best lead in Conkeldurr's such a giant threat, man. He does lead off a Mamoswine, so that's fine. He can get up his rocks automatically. I'll just get up my Veil. That's Life Orb, right? Yep. That has to be Life Orb. And what I want to do is, because I expect him to get up Stealth Rock here, I'm actually going to go out to my Amistar, and I want to T-Spike up to threaten Raikou and threaten Blastoise. Obviously, Conkeldurr is a giant threat. Conkeldurr is such a huge threat versus me, but I want this T-Spike up immediately. If I was Shell Smash, man, oof. That's the game. That's the whole game if I was Shell Smash. But T-Spike just to wear them down quickly. And because of the weak armor, I do actually threaten him with Scald, so I could potentially see him switching out here. Xerxes in the late game destroys him under Veil, man. It actually destroys him. But T-Spike with Stealth Rock just to ensure that Mamoswine gets nice and weakened. And I don't see a reason not to go out to Xerxes now, because I do knock him out with Energy Ball, and he has nothing on his team that can revenge kill me. Absolutely nothing. If he goes Conkeldurr, it's going to be weakened. If he goes Togekiss, are you Scarf Defog? Because you're going to wish you were Scarf. Let's see who Hail hits first. Nope, that boy is just straight up leftovers, so you're gonna die here. You're gonna die today, bro. Yeah, so Togekiss is gone. Nice. Absol is a little bit more freed up, though obviously Infernape is a giant threat, but I do still have 2 more turns of Aurora Veil to threaten. Let me just mod join this. I still do have 2 more turns of Aurora Veil, and he actually ends up going Raikou. A little bit of a misplay, I feel. I'm gonna Z-Hypnosis, not obviously to put him in sleep because he's poisoned. Like, obviously I can read, but just to give me the speed. That way I outspeed Raikou. Looks like it's potentially Z Raikou as well, so we can Tail Glow up here. Give me a little bit of extra boost. I do take 1 move under this Never Ending Nightmare unboosted. Yeah, and I should be able to knock out Raikou with the +2 Energy Ball. I say +2 because of his boost versus mine. Actually, no, not +2. +1, +1, +3. Oh, I'm +4. Yeah, so +3 Energy Ball. We'll be able to knock out Raikou. Here goes Mamoswine too, so he gets rid of his priority mon for me. I'll take that. I'll definitely take that. Though Conkeldurr can come out, or Infernape with the Mach Punch. Give me my Beast Boost though. Infernape does come out. I'm assuming he has Mach Punch or Close Combat. That's what I would go for here. I'm actually going to make the Miss Magius play. He could go for a Fire move, but then he weakens himself if it's Flare Blitz or something. Yep, he weakens himself if it's Flare Blitz, like I said. For my, is that I don't care what it is. I want him to weaken himself even more because, as you can see, Acrobatics, Thunderbolt, and Sucker Punch. So we're gonna get the Veil here just in case. Yep, looks like he is indeed confirmed choice. I mean, he obviously brought it out before, so I knew that he was definitely Choice Scarf. But we can go out to Absol now. Just Mega Evolve. If he wants to go Blastoise, that's fine. Yeah, this mon is necessary to beat Raikou. I think I have to double here into Tornadus, I feel. No, I can't. Tornadus wouldn't have been the right play anyway. Yeah, Tornadus definitely would not have been the right play. But we weaken Blastoise with the 2 turns, and I believe that puts him in range of Tornadus anyway. So we're going to go Xurkitree here. If he decides to Rapid Spin, he doesn't knock me out with Rapid Spin plus... He shouldn't knock me out with Rapid Spin plus... I'm not sure. It just goes right for Water Pulse. That's fine. Close game. He goes Conqueror after. I think that's game. I'm gonna get one more after this too if I lose. That's game because he goes Conqueror after. Tailwind is better than Knockoff. Like I've noticed it. I don't have, but it doesn't make sense because I don't have Defiant. I mean, I don't have Prankster. These Scarf Mons are just destroying this team, man. Like Raikou too. They're just destroying these teams. Yeah, because he goes out to Raikou here and clicks Thunderbolt, or he goes Infernip and doubles down. Maybe he'll choke. No, he can't choke. Yeah, that's game. Ah, man. I gotta get one more. It's these Scarf Infernips are actually destroying this entire team. And it's tough to keep Almastar alive because I need hazard support to wear down Raikous, which beat the entire team. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what to change about the team. There's like... There's something about it. 13, 42, 22, and 7. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Like in this game, for example. Terrakion destroys me. Jesus Christ. I'm going to lead off with Miss Maggie's because it actually matches up relatively well. Hey. It actually matches up relatively well versus this guy. Miss Magius. Life Orb. Thunderbolt. Ooh. Pidgeot. 86 to 101. Yes. Okay, so it matches up relatively well, especially because he can deal with the majority of his team. I don't have anything for Pidgeot. And I don't want him leading off with Scizor. I don't have anything for Scizor. And if he leads off with Terrakion, I don't have anything for Terrakion. It's like, it's offense, but I feel like a Scarfer would be better on this team. And not Scarf Miss Magius. I'm thinking about Scarf Tornadus, to be honest, but it doesn't have like... If I had Brave Bird, I'd use Scarf Tornadus in a heartbeat, yo. Straight up. Just Miss Magius. Leads Hydreigon. He literally cannot afford to Dark Pulse here, because if he does, then I got to Ninetales and get my Veil. I'm actually going to Dazzling Gleam, though, just in case. Yeah, he is... I should have Shadow Ball, because like I said, he's literally not able to. But I want to also be able to hit Pidgeot. Though he'll definitely go Scizor. If he goes Pidgeot, though, this is great. Tentacruel works as well. I'm just going to Nasty Plot up here. And weaken this guy. T-Spikes destroy my team, but there's nothing I can do about that. And I'm a Thunderbolt because it does hit Pidgeot. As well as being able to knock out Tentacruel. So we get rid of one threat. Xurkitree is decent in this game, I suppose, but Hurricane, 68 to 80%. I'm out of range. I'm in range, rather. Huh. If I Nasty Plot turn... I think I should have Nasty Plot turn 1 too, because I knew he... Basically, he wouldn't go for Dark Pulse there, and if it was Scarf, he would U-turn. So that was a misplay, a turn 1 misplay on my part, I think. I believe that was a turn 1 misplay on my part anyway. Because I could have just knocked out Tentacruel. I can't believe Thunderbolt knocked it out, though. That's crazy. I mean, they're all running Fizz Def because of Entei and whatnot running around in the tier. You Skirt, what you gonna do, buddy? Terrakion comes out. Makes the most sense. We'll just Dazzling Gleam here because he can miss. I don't think he'd be running double Scarf. I'm thinking this is Z. I'm going to risk my Ninetales. Not like I have a Rock Resist anyway on the team. If he's double Scarf, I literally lose. So, is that just Bandit? That has to be straight up Bandit. There's just no way it's anything else. There's actually no way. And I need Stealth Rock up too. Because if I want to win with Absol, I need Rocks up. If I want to win with Absol, I need Rocks up because Rocks threaten Pidgeot. T-Spike is necessary. Spike is necessary. Like, I need so much to win this. Probably go hard Celebi. Just goes for Stone Edge. That's not bad. Because it does give me a T-Spike as well. But I could just Scald here. Maybe Scald is better. Yeah, Scald is better. Yeah, nice. Nice. He lets me weaken the Mon that can beat my... How many Stone Edges are you going to hit, bro? He lets me weaken the Mon that can beat my Absol. Or one of the Mons, rather. And it's confirmed, not Choice Scarf, so we can just go right to Terrakion. Click Knockoff here. Get my KO. Rocks up, help versus Pidgeot. I lose to Scarf Hydreigon. And yeah, should be how it works. If he goes Hydreigon, I actually knock off. I knock off if he goes Hydreigon. If he goes Pidgeot, I have one play, and it's not like it knocks him out. I actually have to go Xurkitree if he goes Pidgeot. Because I need 2 turns of Stealth Rock to knock him out with... I need 2 turns of Stealth Rock to knock him out with Sucker Acrobatics. Assuming Acrobatics doesn't knock him out, which I don't think it does. Tornadus. What the hell is this set? Get this item out of here. Yeah, that's a roll. But I don't like because Hail's going to end. If Hail wasn't going to end, then it's a roll I could take. But now if he goes at Dragon here, I definitely click Superpower. Always. Always Superpower. If he goes Scizor, I believe I bulk up. Yeah, I believe I bulk up right now. I guess he could U-turn, but what would that really do? Yeah, so we get a nice bulk up behind Aurora Veil, which is pretty cool. So I'll be able to tank his hits and just 2-KO with Acrobatics. Easily tank his hit, Jesus. Yeah, and there's no reason not to go for knockoff here, just in case he goes Tornadus. Though I think Tornadus would die anyway. There's no reason not to go for knockoff though. I mean, Hydreigon, excuse me. Yeah, so we're able to get rid of Scizor. One Mon with priority gone. I meant Hydreigon, by the way, not Tornadus. Sorry. The Pidgeot can come out. That's aggro. That T-Spike is so annoying, dude. Like straight up, and I'm still not gonna be faster than him. Like I hit because this is no guard, but I'm not gonna be faster. The one game where I wish this was a different type of circuitry. He avoids as well, so we gotta go for a Hypnosis again. Hit, buddy. No. I need to hit that way I can at least try and SD up. Like, I need to be able to get some sort of free turns of SD, so please. It's okay. It's okay. Just hit the next one so I have potential. I love how I have to dodge as well. Hydreigon's hit, so I have to dodge Draco in order to win, ironically. So we go Absol and set up, assuming he stays sleep. Yeah, these Scarfers just beat the team down, man. And any good team right now is running a Scarfer. If he wakes up turn 1 and gets Giga Drain off, I also lose. There's so many things that actually make me lose right now. But he thankfully doesn't. Hydreigon, Absol, Mega. How much do you do? Hydreigon. +2 does 2 a KO. +4 does not, obviously, but yes. So knock off right here. Knock out the Celebi, and then I believe all he has to do is U-turn with Hydreigon to win. But if he goes for Draco and misses, I win. So, yep. But looks like he just hit the Draco. Ah, man. I'm not ending in a loss. Like, this team is just so weak to Scarfers, dude. I'm only at 13-22. Like, I took so many L's this episode. This is a long episode. I took so many L's. Like, I like the team itself, but I think that offense is just This is not as good. Like this team, at least, it has defensive backbone to take it when I'm at use. Or Nazarmet has like a Blissey, so I don't care about anything. I like this team though a lot. That's one of the ones I want to use. Alright, last game. Right? Maybe? Yes. We gotta win. Your boy gotta win. He put Crocodile on the team now so he doesn't lose to Circuitry. That's funny. Only adds Absol just in case he leads off with hey. Because I would think he would lead Azov this time, since last time I led Amistar, I believe. Iron Tail would actually be good in this game, yep. So he does lead off with Azov. He could be Dazzling. He could actually go for Dazzling right away, but I'm just gonna click Knock. I'm gonna Mega Evolve Knock. I have to risk the Speed Tie. If I'm using offense, I have to take risks. And one of them is the Speed Tie. It's funny because I lose to Cloyster if I Super Power the Ninetales anyway. So, but will I take it? If that did 37, Super Power should KO. But will I calc it? 120, 97 divided by 2. Yes. Get on my site. Oh, come on, man. Don't give me low rolls like that. Don't give me that garbage. Don't be giving me that. Okay, that's fine. I didn't knock him out, which is actually maybe a little bit better for me because now I can go into my Ninetales now instead of the Veil of my own. And if he goes out to Scizor, ooh, very, very, very solid double on my opponent's part, by the way, I might add. We can go Amistar at least and set up my Stealth Rock. Very, very good double on my opponent's part. We can't even set up Stealth Rock here because of the fact that he is Choice Band. Nice. Nice. I need rocks up too versus him. I can't get up rocks versus anything on this team. I'm going to try. Well, if that was a roll, it doesn't matter now. So we go Circuitry, and I think we just click Thunderbolt. We go Circuitry and click Thunderbolt. I don't know if that mattered. I don't. Because I don't want to Z Hypnosis the Ninetales, and at least I get my Beast Boost right here. And then I can at least force in Crocodile and put him in a position where he has to go for Knockoff or Earthquake, depending. That's what I'm trying to do anyway. And plus I can, if he wants to risk Cloyster, like his Aurora Veil is gone, so I was able to beat that. I need Circuitry alive because it's the only mon on my team that can currently deal with Scizor. Crocodile comes out, it's definitely going for Knockoff here. I'm going to go Tornadus anyway. Actually, if he goes for Earthquake, that's fine. I'm actually going to make the Ninetales play because I think he would go for Knockoff here because I do have 2 immunities. And he goes right for Earthquake. That's still fine because I get in my Miss Magius now. And I can just Shadow Ball. That has to be Scarf, right? This is 100% Scarf. Oh, it's not Scarf, of course. It's definitely not Scarf. Nice. I would have loved to get up my Veil. Because this is definitely Focus. I think this is definitely Focus Sash. It's not. Alright, so we get rid of Cloyster. That's something I was 100% scared of. We get rid of that. Obviously, Scizor can come in and just Bullet Punch now. Crocodile, which should be Scarf, can knock me out with Knockoff. Yep. Nice, but I do have my own Absol, which can go right for the Knockoff. And pretty much do the exact same thing to him. So, I'll take this. I'll definitely take this. Like, if he wants to knock me off, then I knock him off. He's not Scarf anymore. And then my Circuitry can win late game if I Z-move the Scizor. So basically he doesn't have a switching because Darmanitan should be 2-hit KO'd even if it's Z as before. Scizor will be 2-hit KO'd by knockoff into Sucker Punch. Azov will die. I can see him sacking his Azov right here. Yeah, because I feel like Azov doesn't do much for him. He's not getting up rocks ever versus me. And I can just Sucker Punch here for a safe KO. Yep, not risking any Dazzling Gleam or Explosion Speed Ties. We ain't trying to have any of that out here. Scizor comes out. I go Ninetales to get up the hill and sack it to Bullet Punch or U-turn. Love how U-turn actually took me out. That's crazy. I need to keep my Circuitry alive. I need to keep Circuitry alive somehow. I'm probably gonna have to get a play right too. I'm pretty sure Bandit BP's just gonna sweep me. And this, the fact that this isn't Z move, or this is Z move. I mean, I still go for knockoff here. He doesn't Z Sunny Day. He has to attack me with Flare Blitz. If that's the case, maybe Sucker Punching is the better play. Because Absol's my Dark Resist, but I don't think I had another... Oh, he goes for Z Sunny Day. Why? Oh, Z... Oh, Inferno over... Okay. Let's say, what the hell? Why'd you go for that over anything else? But it makes sense. We aggro here, knock him out. I could have went Xurkitree, but obviously he's faster, so I gotta go. I couldn't have gone Xurkitree. So we knock him out, and then Scizor comes out and clicks Bullet Punch. And does that 2-hit KO Xurkitree is the question, because if it does, then Xurkitree. Scizor. That's a roll. That's not 100% in my favor. I gotta make the Xurkitree play anyway. If he U-turns here, he wins. If he got the roll there, he won. And Z Hypnosis. Ah! Okay. Alright, so basically. I'm getting one more. Basically, I still had to hit that, I guess, but assuming I did, I would then Thunderbolt to 2-hit KO, or Thunderbolt to Energy Ball to knock him out, and then Crocodile would have to go for Knockoff, which would give him Moxie Boost, but Tornadus, because it doesn't have an item, doesn't die to it, and I would just be able to go for Knockoff with my own Tornadus versus him, and then into Superpower and knock it out. But, you know, that's not the way the game goes, man. I just can't catch a break. We're in the 1200s. Now we're fighting Drapions and regular Manectrics. Yo, Yu has been a ride, man. And he has Hydreigon too, which is... Ugh. Only Ninetales because, again, it beats a lot of his team. If he leads off a Drapion, that's fine. Unless it's Scarf, assuming. And everybody's T-Spikes versus me too. Like, why? We're going to go Armor Star. I want Stealth Rock up. Metagross, man, all of them. Plus, it gives me the weak armor, which is pretty cool. Allowing me to outspeed Mamoswine and whatnot. I'm so weak to Scarf Hydreigon, though. Got our nice little rocks here. Break any potential sashes. I don't mind him knocking off my Mental Herb. I'm actually going to weaken him now. He does have the one Dark Resist, the biggest Dark Resist. That's the biggest threat to my team. But actually under Aurora Veil, maybe I can do something. So we're just Scald. That's Assault Vest, but we do burn it. I take that. Break. Hey man, I take that. That's damage. Damage is damage. All right. You know what? I don't even think he's Scarf. I don't even think he's Scarf on Hydreigon. I think we're get up a nice little spike here and just do some work. I don't even know what set he is, to be honest. But you know what? I'm doing it now because if I weaken Hydreigon, then Xurkitree can win late game, or even my Ninetales. So I'm just gonna SD up. He's obviously gonna stay in, but he has Brick Break, so I don't care. He goes for Poison Jab crit. Alright, so we'll knock this boy off and knock him out. And we knock out Manectric, we knock out Metagross with Sucker Punch. That was Assault Vest, yep. Boy took nothing from Scald, man. He took absolutely nothing from Scald. We should be able to knock out Mamoswine at +2 after Stealth Rock with Spike. What? Am I missing something? I thought, my bad. Okay, Fire Charmer. You do you, bro. Manectric dies. Why'd he go start? I know it gets Rapid Spin, but Switcheroo? Huh? That man making power plays. Look at that special tag raise. Hold up. Too bad you're not faster, but you know, that was actually a clean play. That man, I predicted my start. That was actually a clean play. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, too bad, you know, I'm faster, but I gotta get another one, man. You know, if I'm gonna regret it though. That's like the moral of this episode. Get another one. That's like the reoccurring thing. I'm 23-9, man. That's disgusting. All right, I think those Xurkitree's amazing. Like, I'm not gonna deny that at all. It's just a little bit too tough to use just pure on offense without any Scarfer, I think. At least right now, anyway. Everything, Scarf Hydreigon, Scarf Infernape, and Scarf Crocodile, all massive threats. But this was a long episode. I do hope you guys at least enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, and enjoy my turmoil, my pain, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, friends.